Hi everyone, I'm come back with my journal slash photo album. We're going to cover it. I'm just going to pop an eyelet in here first, so I'll just do that. Right there. Just want to get that in first. My stupid hands. Did it? No, that's the wrong one. To twist it around to the right size makes a difference, doesn't it? Okay, see how we go with that one. Much better. Okay, so that's just popped a little eyelet on the spine. Okay, so what I've done, I've gone through and picked out some papers, and I've just repositional taped them on. The front cover I'm just going to have plain. I might put a little book plate with journal on there a bit later. I'll see how I go. So the first one to stick down is the front page. These little corners are the ones that I did in my original journals that I showed, and they're just the little pieces that I've clipped off using my punch around the corners of the photos. So we'll just pop that one down, and that's the front finished. And unless I do the book plate on the front, which I'll probably end up with doing. We'll do. It's Mother's Day here, going out for lunch this afternoon. The son and his wife have been around. So Sarah's off to work this afternoon. She's a registered nurse, and Simon's a carer at the nursing home in one of our towns close by. Was a chef for 27 years and he decided to do caring, which is a bit of a change, but he thoroughly enjoys it. So here we go. So now this page I'm going to do, this is the one that's got the pocket on it. So I've just got a strip of paper that fits on there, and I've just left a tiny little margin around the edge. And these papers are from Tim Holtz 8x8 pad, and it's the paper stash, ideology paper stash, through 36 papers. But you can use anything at all to make these look good. Okay. That one. And then I've cut a little piece that's just going to slot just under there and on the side. And these, you just cut them to the size that you wish to have. These papers, I wish they were one-sided and not double-sided. Try to leave a bit of a gap down the side there for the folding. Now this page, I'll show you how I cut out the I mean, it's all straightforward, but we'll do one together. So the top page, and I've just made that a little bit smaller all the way around. And then I just cut, I've got a little tin here that I just put my little bits into. I don't usually keep a lot of these little things, but these are rather cute, and I thought, well, they can be used as some little corners, and they can be used as photo corners too. If you know the size of your photo, you can just glue 3 sides of them, or 2 sides of them, and slip your photo under the little corner. So then I've done all the inking on everything else, but I'll just go around the edges just to give it a bit of character. And then it's just a matter of a bit of glue around. And that's your little photo mat. Let's do this one. Okay. So I find it easy to just go through your albums, pick out your papers. Whoops, wait a minute, that hasn't got inking on that edge. Pick out the photo papers that you want, cut them out, and I just use repositionable tape just to pop them down, and that just slots in there. And then when you go back to make your little journal up, it's easy to just stick them down. This little pocket, I've actually done some collage on it with all the little bits that were left over, and I did it onto some cardstock ready to go on. You can go straight onto the pocket if you want to. I just wanted that little bit of a border around it again, so now I had the cardstock there. You can use it on a piece of paper, whatever you have, but the little collaged area looks quite effective on that pocket. And then instead of putting paper at the top here, I've just got a piece of cardstock. I die cut some of Tim Holtz's wild flowers, and I did it on it's actually watercolour paper, and then I just stuck them together, the two of them, and I've got a template and stencil. So I've just put some stenciling on some flowers. I think it sort of goes with the nature theme. So then that just slips in there. Some of the other pockets, I've got little corners here. This one I won't because of the collaging, and we'll get back to this in a minute. So then it flips over, and I've got another little pocket, and this is where I pop the little corners on there as well, and then that one just goes onto this pocket. So that just slips on there. Just press it down a bit. Then I've already done another little card. I've left the back plain, so it can be for journaling or you can pop a photo on there. And I've also done the stenciling there. So that's that little page done. And this one, I've done the little card. I've done some stenciling on the flap. That's the flap that opens. And this little one, I've just used my 1 1/4 inch circle punch, scallop punch, a 1 inch circle. This is the washi tape that I've used to put the pages together. I just put it on a piece of cardstock and cut it out. So we then stick that after we've inked it a bit. Stick the circle on. And then on the back I just put some glue just on the bottom third, and then eyeball the centre. And that's so that the little mat will fit on the page and not slide out of the journal, of the book. I've done the same on the inside. I've done some stenciling. I've put the little circles and scallop down the bottom, little stopper, and then those two I've placed here. These are little bits that were left, and it wasn't quite big enough to cover, so I've just cut out the little strips to go across the bottom, and it still looks really, really good. So wasting nothing. So this one I've done the flip, and I did decide to leave the washi, so I glued underneath that so that it will stay intact. And that's the little flip over. Then on this one, you can see here I didn't quite have enough paper there again, so I've just put little strips down each side, which is effective. And that's been just popped on there. And with this one, I'll just get a bit slack in the gluing department here. You know what I'm doing, I can't think of the word, isn't that stupid? I guess we all have long moments. Distressing, that's what it is, distressing. Oh dear me. I've had a couple of rough days with my pain. I've got fibromyalgia, and some days it just gets away from you and you just need to take a deep breath, and part of that is a bit of can't remember words and things like that, so it's just a cross that we need to bear. Now we've got some more stenciling here, and I'll just glue this one on as well. So as you can see, it's very easy, and if you didn't want to put these pieces of paper onto the mats, you don't have to. Your photos are going to go on there and make it look pretty anyway, but I guess it's just personal preference, and I quite like to just pop something there. Because not all the photos are going to be the exact same size to fit the mats, unless you specifically make them and I have done that. I've made them to specifically fit. These are 6 by, they're 6 1/8, or yeah, 6 1/8 by 4 1/8. So a 6 by 4 will fit on there. You've just got the edges that it will cut out, but you can always cut the edges out on your photos too, which is would look nice. So then we've got the back page, same deal as the front. We've just got the piece of paper to go over the pocket. So that just slots on there. This one just slots there. And then the photo mat goes on. Whoops, easy. And then, so that's basically how we do that part of it. I've got a little, the back I'm just going to leave plain. Oops, a daisy, what we've got here. Okay, so this is my little, I put on the back of all my little albums, and so I just pop one of those on the back. It just fits on there like that. And that's cut off like that. Must be a little bit of rubber. So that's how that goes. Okay. Now, just on the inside cover, I was thinking of just popping the little I like that one, and I'm just going to pop him on here. I'm going to lie him flat because of the opening and closing of the book. So he's just going to pop on there. And that's all I'm going to do to it. So you've got your little pages. I'll push these down a little bit further now that the glue's set, and they'll stay there. Like that. I've got this little dangle that I made. It's just a piece of leather and a couple of beads. So I'm just going to get a little ball pin, little brass bulb pin. That's just going to look over there and then into there. So that will just hang down the back of the book. It can go either way. It can just hang like so. It's just hanging, and I could just tie them in a little knot to secure it onto there. I might even, I've got some little insect charms. I might even pop a little insect charm. So that's the book covered. That's how you do it. I mean, it's very straightforward, but I think it looks really effective. Like I say, you can use it to have as a photo album, put your photos in there, or you can journal on the backs of the cards and all over it, and add other photos as well as journaling. So very versatile, and you don't need a lot of paper. I think it was probably only 3, it might have been 4 sheets of the 8x8 paper that I used. So there she is. Thank you very much for watching. Happy crafting, and I shall see you next time with, I'm not sure, but it will be something to craft along with perhaps, or something that I've made. Thank you for watching. Bye.